Hi, it's Marcus, and I've been trying to figure out how to put a GIF on Android Wear for a while, and for like a day, and I couldn't figure it out. And I finally found a blog post that explained it, and it worked for me. So I'll link that in the description. I'm making this video partly for my own good, so I can look back at it, and maybe somebody else has the same issue and wants to know exactly what works and what doesn't work. All right, so you can see here's my Android Wear. We have a GIF going in and out in the background, and it's working. So now let's jump into what is going on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the project files for the Wear, and that's down here. So we have the Wear, and we saved our GIF in source resources drawable Tumblr GIF. And here you can see the full GIF. Goes in and out. It's a breathing coach. All right, save the file there. The next step to do is, here's our project file. You drag the file from over here into drawables. So now it's referenced to the file in our directory. And now we can go ahead and start adding it. So there's a couple key things we need to have. Step one is Android manifest. You want to turn off Android hardware accelerated equals false. What this does is when you're playing your GIF, it'll speed up and slow down based on if there's more resources available, and you turn that off so it's always the same. The next thing in our file directory is a file called GIF view. When you make this, you can pretty much copy it straight from the blog post. Make sure your capitalizations are the same. And what this does is it extends view and basically creates a movie object using an infinite loop of the images, which happens down here on draw. So it makes an infinite loop based on the time of where you are on the GIF, makes a movie, and continuously plays that. So it's very heavy on resources, and if your app is already struggling to use resources, I wouldn't recommend this, but this is the way it does it. Because it can't natively do a GIF. Alright, so the main activity is basically the same. Nothing's really happening here. The only thing interesting is from the normal main activity, on the watch it was okay doing an extends wearable activity, but I did this also on mobile, and you need to change this to extends activity. And then you see it's in here, the activity main. So you need whatever kind of layout you want to use. And then here is what it is. So here's my directory, I guess, and then the object, which is the class I made, as well as the other information, components, links to the drawable that I have. One interesting thing that the tutorial skipped out on is that for components to work, you need to let your XML view know what components is referring to. So I had to add this line up here, which is basically saying what components is and just links it to my project. And the final step is this. In resources values, you create a file called attributes, which in this case allows the GIF view to be stylized. Don't understand why this is important, but it is, and it needs to be done. And then you put all of that together and run it, and you should get something like this. One common issue is that if you follow directly from the tutorial, your GIF will be held to the bottom right. It might be off the screen. It might be like down here. There was definitely a case on mobile where it was hugged to the bottom right. So to solve that, I set it to center and parent. That way I knew it was working. From here, you can change the GIF, do whatever you want with it, do all the styling. So I just wanted to prove that this worked, have a record of it for myself, and if anybody else was struggling with this or wanted to learn from it, hopefully this helped them too.